Hello and welcome back to my channel. As you probably know that I'm now teaching college level English reading and writing classes to some ESL students at a community college in America. So you may be wondering about what course materials and books I'm using. Today I thought I would sit down and chat with you about my classes. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and now let's get started. Right, first I'll give you a brief intro of my classes. It is called English 98-99, which is the last in a series of integrated English reading and writing classes in our ESL program. This is a linked course, which means reading and writing are combined together. So students will read as they write and then they'll write as they read. So this is an integrated process. And also in my class, students will experience a theme-based course with instruction, and in the meantime they'll do extensive practice in the development of their academic reading and writing skills. This is the syllabus I created for my class, which has 11 pages. I am going to briefly share with you the learning outcomes of reading and writing. For writing, first students will know how to paraphrase and summarize. Knowing how to paraphrase and summarize is an essential skill for my students to advance in their academic learning in English. And also, in addition to writing summaries, they will write different types of essays. For example, descriptive essay, comparison and contrast essay, and also at the end of the semester, they will finish a 5-paragraph, well-developed, argumentative essay. In terms of essay structure, first, my students will know how to write a successful intro with a nice hook, background information, and also a powerful and effective thesis statement. And students will also know how to write a well-developed body paragraph with supporting details and coherence. In addition to achieving coherence in the body paragraph, students will also practice achieving coherence in the whole essay by using transitional devices, by knowing how to organize and develop their arguments and ideas. And I will also teach my students how to do research, how to find the right sources, how to cite sources to avoid plagiarism. And in the meantime, I will guide my students in their writing process when it comes to how to plan for their essay and how to write an outline, and also how to further develop their essays. As for reading, they will practice skimming and scanning, and also they will learn how to annotate, how to take notes, how to write personal reflections and thoughts in response to their reading materials. And students will know how to read critically, how to improve their critical thinking skills through their reading process. Students will also learn how to use contextual clues to figure out the meanings of new words. And we all know that a good grasp of grammar is key to improving one's reading and writing. So in my class, I also cover a variety of grammar points suitable for my students. I'll just name a few here. First, I will introduce sentence basics. What are the basic components of a complete sentence? And also, what is a fragment, which means what is an incomplete sentence? And we will talk about pronouns and the basic commonly used English tenses, and I will introduce punctuation, how to avoid comma splice, how not to write run-on sentences, and also I will talk about the basic sentence punctuation patterns. And we will also talk about how to achieve sentence variety. What is a simple sentence, and what is a compound sentence, and what is a complex sentence. And also we will discuss the differences between gerunds and infinitives, and participles and gerunds. And also students will practice writing the right word forms. Okay, next I am going to share with you the books and course materials I'm using for my class. I will start with the books. For writing, I'm now using Final Draft 4th edition by Cambridge University Press, which is divided into 8 chapters, and each chapter is about one type of essay, and it has sections on vocabulary, writing skills, grammar, and also on how to do research. So for reading, we're now using The Other Westmore, One Name, Two Fates, which is about the true stories of two boys who had the same name, Westmore, and who grew up in the same unhealthy neighborhood in the Bronx in the late 80s and early 90s. Even though they had a lot in common, they turned out to be so different in their later lives. One of them became a very successful man, and the other one ended up in jail. In addition to the books, I have some supplementary course materials for my class. The first one is the syllabus, and also I have this, what I call the blue book for my class, which is a collection of the course materials I created for my teaching. I spent tons and tons of time creating this. When it comes to lesson plans, I always prepare. I always make sure that I have enough and I know what I'm going to do in each lesson. That's why I take a lot of notes. For example, I have my reading notes here. Everything is very organized, very detailed, highlighted in different colors. And for lesson plans, I don't always stick to the same lesson plans for each semester, so I always change and tweak my lesson plans to address the needs of my new students. Therefore, I again take a lot of notes. For example, this is a diagram that I recently created for a paragraph in our reading, which I think is very useful for the overall comprehension of the whole paragraph for my students. And these are the main notes for my whole class. Again, everything is pretty organized and in different colors, and basically this is the general outline I always stick to for my teaching. Okay guys, this is today's video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.